What's good, everybody? Welcome back to HB Gaming. We survived our first game, but the schedule is not going to give us any time to relax. In this episode, Coach Momentum has two more tests waiting for him, Cincinnati in the rivalry game, and then our first ranked opponent of the season. If that first game against Michigan State taught us anything, it's that HB University can fight. Now we got to prove we can play a complete game. The offense showed flashes. Danny Urban carried us when we needed him, and Eisen made plays with his legs, but we left way too many points on the field. On defense, the effort was there, but the big plays and missed tackles almost sent us home with a loss, and that cannot become our identity. So this week, the message from Coach is simple. Start faster, finish drives, and make people earn everything. We come into week 1 sitting at 1-0, and Cincinnati is up next. This is the Queen City Capital clash. Recruiting is still moving in the background, but I'm not making y'all sit through every hour or every scholarship right now. Once we get some recruits signed, I'll let y'all in. But we came here to play football. One thing I do want to watch is how this team responds after an emotional overtime win. Young teams can get comfortable real fast, and we already know Cincy is going to play physical and we're on the road. We can't give the crowd any extra life with turnovers or mistakes, so let's lock in.
Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs.
Cincinnati came out in their all-black uniforms, the whole stadium wearing red, and you can already tell it's going to feel different from week 0.
It's the Black Knights and the Cincinnati Bearcats.
And last week we came out in the Nightwatchers uniforms, the all-black, so we switched it up this week since we're on the road. Came out in the smoke jerseys. That's what we wanted. We want all the smoke. And like I said earlier, we got 3 priorities this game. Start fast, finish our drives, and make them earn everything. And the defense gets the first chance today. I want to see some better communication, better tackling, and somebody make the quarterback uncomfortable early.
Start this game off with the football. So the last time these two got together, the nails
most mentally tough at the end.
And we get exactly the type of start we needed. Everybody stayed home, we forced a negative play, and the Bearcats had to give the ball back quick.
They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
We got our HB3 back there, Folds, and tried to make a quick cut right there, and would have took that to the house if I was able to slide through there. And Dandrell is the player I'm watching on offense. He made the biggest catch of the week last week. 1 reception is not enough for our number 1 receiver, though, so we got to get him involved. And Eisen's legs are always going to be a part of this offense. If the defense turns his back and man, he has permission to take that space, but we got to make that catch. With our offense being so much better than our defense, we have to finish these possessions instead of ending in these 3-and-outs and punts right back to the other team.
It's Perry. They didn't get a
He doesn't start fast this year. That hot seat's only going to get hot.
And we end up giving up the first down here, but big hit on defense hopefully wakes us up and able to get a stop right here.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the cat help them on the next.
Forced to 3rd and short right here.
Look at that negative sometimes, finding a
They hand the ball off for a big run play. Not able to get the stop. We got to get those stops, those 3rd downs. Get the ball back to our offense. And I know I'm going to give up some passing yards on defense, but I hate giving up these rushing yards. I pride myself in my rushing defense, and it just has not been good so far this year.
Off play action.
Killed us with the play action, but again, another big hit to punish the offense. And just like that, Cincinnati makes us pay. 1 breakdown turns into points, and now we're playing from behind in a hostile stadium. But this is where I see our growth. No panic, no forcing the ball. Just get back to our offense and answer.
On 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's gonna
And that's the explosiveness I know this team has. Get one of our playmakers in space, make 1 defender miss, and the whole field opens up.
mark it at the 19.
Guys in the perimeter that can change the game in 1 single play.
Kane Eisen can really make or break our offense. With him being able to use his feet like he can, definitely opens up the field for the rest of our receivers in case we get in some trouble in the backfield.
They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close.
And coming to the end of the first, not really too much happening for us right now. Down 7-0. Can't really get the ball going at all on the ground. Negative 14 rushing yards, 56 passing yards. 0 on 1 on 3rd downs, but we got to get something going on offense right now.
Back to pass.
Eisen buying himself some time, keeps his eyes downfield and gives Danny Urban a chance. That's a quarterback making something happen when the original play breaks down. First receiving touchdown of the game.
Guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just to play real life football. It's
We definitely needed
ridiculous
that.
to be fast.
Rivalry game tied up. Now the pressure goes right back to Cincinnati.
It's just not fair. Palmer, I gotta take away something. I can't let them
And our
have
biggest problem
every
last week
chance.
was letting one bad defensive play turn to a bad defensive drive. And right now I want to see us stay disciplined. We can't do that by missing those tackles like that.
It can give you a little bit
And they're trying to mix the run with some quick throws,
Get themselves into those
trying to make us hesitate, and I got to put on my ass on that block. But right back, make them fumble. We got to pick those up, though. Another run play for them and more broken tackles, and that's our biggest problem on defense. We just can't seem to wrap up the tackle. After a few runs, they try to hit a play-action motion on us. We stopped that pass from the middle of the field, but that left side of the field has been hitting shit today, man.
from the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time.
Yes, sir. There we go. Stay underneath the route, read the quarterback, and took the football away. That's the defense Coach Mo been asking for.
Offenses are gonna
That's Mike Everett's second pick of the year, so he's averaging a pick a game right now. So let's see if we can keep that up for him, too.
Taking the lead here.
And those turnovers make a difference, but our offense has to cash in on them. We got momentum right now and a chance to take control of the game, and Eisen using his feet again. And last play, our offensive coordinator noticed something over on the left-hand side, one-on-one coverage with our star receiver, Dan Jarrell, and right over the top. That's why I wanted Dan Jarrell more involved. If you give him one-on-one coverage, we have to make you regret it.
speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. And you can see
Two quick scores, and HB University finally looks like the offense we thought we were going to look like at the beginning of the season.
In the half.
Rivalry games never stay too comfortable for too long, and Cincinnati goes right back to the ground game, trying to slow everything down, keep our offense off the field.
Might have a chance.
And they're doing a good job using the tight end, making our linebackers cover every part of the field. We had to get pressure without giving up the middle of the field every time. Another broken tackle again.
To the air. It's French. Gets it out fast. He's going to be out of bounds. Wants to go right back downfield. And the Heat gets
And our secondary held up long enough, and the rush finally gets home, and we're able to get a sack.
defense coming up big there, and the sack is great.
So far, it seems like whenever we need a big play or we need a stop, we're able to come through right now in this game. And shout out to Danny Chabera, man. He's been making some plays for us. First game, he made a couple plays. I think he had 1 or 2 sacks. In this game, he already has 1 sack.
To fire.
And right after our big play, the Bearcats keep the drive alive. We had a chance to get them off the field, and those missed opportunities are how close games get away from you.
That last connection in the passing game. Trying to run, it's Perry. He's second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it.
And they finished the drive and tie it up right before halftime. We let them control the pace, and eventually the defense runs out of answers. Disappointed right now. There's still enough time to steal some points before the break. Just got to protect the football, give the kicker a realistic chance, hopefully.
not throw an interception at this
Tried to catch them off guard with the run. Was able to get out of bounds, stop the clock without using the timeout. And we try to get this halfback swing going. Danny Urban able to break the first tackle and still able to get out of bounds. Still 16 seconds left before half, and still want to get into at least field goal range. We end up running that halfback swing again, but I don't like the look of it. Eisen able to create with his feet, make a great move, able to get us right into field goal range.
38 yards out.
And we had the opportunity. We just couldn't finish it.
Field goal, guys. We are
First missed field goal of the year. Field goal kicker kept us alive last week, so we're not too upset at him, but
check in with Kevin
we need those right before halftime.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand
So we go into halftime tied. Not a bad half on the road, but we already know the second half has to be cleaner. In Northern Peaks, the creative team able to shock number 18 Iowa, so that's how you know we're going to have some competition in this Pac-12 this year.
able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk this will push them to 2-0 on the season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country.
And we got some good games going on this week. LSU and Clemson tied up right now, 14-14, almost at halftime. Oregon with the very close win over Boise State. But you know what we're here for, HB Nightwatcher.
Now back to your game inside Nippert Stadium.
They decided to show some Cincinnati highlights instead of HB, but offensively, the explosive plays are carrying us right now. Defensively, we made some big stops, but Cincinnati is still controlling too many long stretches of the game. And Coach Momentum's halftime message to the team is simple. Stop waiting for the momentum to find us. Come out, create it, and make Cincinnati chase the game.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
First possession at the halftime, and this is where we have a chance to show the adjustments we made during half. And the first adjustment we made was get Danny Urban the ball, but can't really seem to get him any open space right now. And after a quick 3 and out, we get the ball right back to Cincinnati.
It's tied, but this defense comes out in momentum.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback.
Tried to create some motion on defense to confuse the offense, but they keep doing these short dump-off RPOs or trying to establish the run and keep us stuck out here in long drives so our offense can't really touch the field.
They'll give it to Johnson.
And first down after first down, they drive down the field, and I don't like that we keep giving up the running plays, man. Another run play. We just keep giving them up. And he knew to get down because he fumbled last time he came over there.
Break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The defense, long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside.
Back-to-back tackle for loss, and let's see if we can get this third down stop. Get our defense off the field.
Exactly what happened there.
They decided to go with a run play, which is surprising because they've been killing us in the air. So after the stop, they're going for the field goal, and they also missed the field goal to the right, too. So both teams now have one missed field goal each.
After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still he's got it again. They can
And this is where Danny Urban has to become the workhorse again. 4 yards, 6 yards, just keep us ahead of the chains and let the drive build up. Another run play, one to keep it simple and on the ground. Danny Urban's been getting those first downs for this drive, so I want to keep that up.
And he's getting some
And then we're able to confuse the defense with a play action and some room for Eisen to take off towards the sideline, but we trust our tight end. He's able to get a foot in bounds for the reception. And Cincinnati wanted to challenge it, but he definitely got a foot in. Honestly, probably got both feet in. That's probably good in the NFL, too. Fourth down on the road. Coach Momentum keeps the offense out there, and Eisen makes the executive decision and adds another first down with his legs. And that's trust between the coach and his quarterback. Cincinnati's starting to hesitate, and they don't know whether to crash on Danny or sit back on the quarterback. That's the end of the third. We're heading to the fourth, tied up 14-14. 172 passing yards, 67 rushing yards, 9.2 yards per play, which is great. But they're killing us on the time of possession, 9 minutes to our 5 minutes, and we got to make that change.
This is when winning plays are
3 quarters down, still even. No longer about the game plan, it's about who executes under pressure. And we get a quick throw into space, one block in front, and we finally break the tie.
That's number 2.
That drive took patience, and it ends exactly how we needed it to. Danny Urban's second receiving touchdown of the game.
put a scoring drive together here. And
Now the defense has a lead to protect. There's way too much time left to get comfortable.
Changing off ball season, a week 1
Cincinnati goes right back to the ground, trying to answer without putting the ball in danger, and our job is to keep the clock moving in our favor.
from the gun.
And every second matters here. Make them use time, make them earn the next set of downs, and do not give up anything over the top.
This offense inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Takes the handoff. It's Perry. That is a
And I don't know if it's just me or what, but I never see stuff like this happen to anybody else. He cut across the entire field just to go get that first down.
keeping it
Ridiculous.
inside. It's Johnson.
Another stop and we could force them off the field or to a field goal.
Be smart.
They run another RPO, not really attacking our defense this drive, and we get the TFL. And another missed field goal from the Cincinnati kicker. I don't know if it's windy or what, but neither one of us can seem to kick a field goal today. So we get another opportunity on offense, and Coach Momentum is not trying to hide what he's trying to do. We're staying aggressive, but the football has to remain the priority. We decided to throw Dan Jarrell in the backfield as the gadget, run the read option. Eisen keeps it, picks up a few yards. Next play, we go back to the option. And once Dan Jarrell gets to that first level, the defense does not have the speed to catch him. And that's just an extra dimension that he can add to the offense. Funny enough, he's leading us in rushing touchdowns, and our running back, Danny Urban, is leading us in receiving touchdowns. So we may actually have to make that switch.
Continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Really nice job methodically.
Being down 2 scores, Cincinnati definitely has to throw the ball now, which means our pass rush can finally attack without worrying about every run fake. 3rd and short, they're going for the pass play. I thought I had the pick right across the middle, just slightly overran it.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time,
and we see what's happening. He wants to throw it across field. Cush with the user lurk interception, and that's just going to go ahead and seal the game up for us. Little over a minute left, and we're just going to hand the ball off to Danny Urban. Go ahead and get that first down. And that's how you finish a rivalry game. Offense created separation. Defense took the football away. And Coach Momentum gets his 2nd rivalry win in 2 games. HB University brings home the Queen City Capital Class trophy. The final score looks comfortable, but the game was tied going into the 4th quarter. The difference was that we finally finished when the pressure got highest. We had Eisen, player of the game, definitely deserved it. 3 touchdowns, 75% passing on 175 yards. He played an amazing game today. And we didn't exactly dominate the running game the way I wanted to, but Eisen gave us another option and made Cincinnati account for all 11 players on the field. Still a ways to go until we're at where we need to be, but a win is a win, and we're going to celebrate every single one of those. 319 total yards today, 144 of those rushing, 1 rushing touchdown, and I already told you about those 3 touchdowns in the air earlier. Danny Urban gave us some steady carries. Dan Jarrell provided the explosive plays, and the defense came up with those 2 interceptions when we needed them the most. It is progress. It's not perfect, but it's more complete than week 0. And against a rival on the road, I'll take that every time. Definitely still got to get Dan Jarrell more involved on the receiving end. He led us in yards, but only 2 catches, and not really enough for us. Mike Everett, still a big factor for our young defense. But Josh Penn led us today with 10 total tackles, and we're going to need some performances like that. Mike Everett, the TFL leader. Then we got Danny Chabera leading us a sack, and then those 2 interceptions, one by Henry Cush, one by Mike Everett. We also had a forced fumble, Brett Homer, young sophomore, strong safety. That's the one that's making all those hits over there. And if you made it this far in the video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I need to work on. Tell me what you want to see next. We'll be tapping into some more games other than college football soon. No long celebrations, though. The next team on the schedule is ranked 10th in the country, and BYU is coming to the hot box, and we have a chance to find out how real this HB University team actually is. After 2 back-to-back rivalries, this is still the biggest game of Coach Momentum's young career. BYU has the ranking, the experience, and absolutely nothing to lose by coming after us early. The hot box is packed, the Nightwatchers are back in black, smoke is in the air, and the message is the same. Make them feel our speed from the opening snap. We got the opening kickoff coming up. We like to call it the spark up. Just some tradition that we got at the hot box. Then Dan Jarrell gets the spotlight again. If we want to be the top 10 team, our best receiver cannot disappear for long stretches. And you know we start the game the same. Running the ball on the ground with Danny Urban, picking up some yards. And just to get him comfortable, we start Eisen out with some quick throws. No hesitation, not trying to do too much. Just take the matchup that BYU gives us. And this right here is the start we wanted. Get the ball out, let the receiver work, make BYU tackle our athletes in space.
Him and take him away as much as possible.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat.
Another quick pass to Dandrell and a spin move. Create some space for him, almost got to that end zone.
He's looking downfield to throw.
And the drive finishes in a touchdown. Came into the game needing a fast start, and the offense could not have scripted it much better than that.
Scripts his own scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a
Nick Dunkel gets his moment, and now the crowd is fully in this game. We know BYU is going to test the middle of our defense. They want the run game, the tight ends, and long possessions that take the crowd out of it. But after that first down, we get 3 stops and get the ball right back on offense. And I have the feeling that soon Folds is going to return one of these to the house. He's been like 1 or 2 blocks away from cribbing a few of these already. Still just keeping it simple, keep it on the ground. Pick up a few yards here and there, keep those chains moving. Run a few RPOs. They've been leaving us open on the pass on the RPO because Danny Urban has been so dominant on the ground. And again, another RPO. Able to get away from some pressure with Eisen. Man, he's really a difference maker for our offense, the way he can create in the air or on the ground. Another opportunity in the end zone. And we strike again. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. And HB University is playing with no fear.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drops.
This is definitely the best opening quarter we played all season. Now comes the hard part, sustaining it.
You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like,
The run inside. It's Martin.
BYU settles down, starts leaning on the run game. Ranked teams usually don't panic after a bad start. They trust what got them there.
To the big tight end. Complete to the left.
Giving up a big play right before the end of the first quarter.
Looking downfield.
Can't have that happen, man. Then another one. Back-to-back big plays. It's pretty unacceptable on our defense. We did so good to get this 14-0 lead. We got to try to keep that. End of the first, finished with 95 passing yards, 37 rushing yards, 8.8 yards per play. And we're finally dominating on the time of possession. You see what happens when we do. BYU goes to some play action, work in the middle, forcing our linebackers to make a decision. It's definitely where discipline matters, and we have to make some tackles. 1 quarter down, and we have their attention. Coach Momentum has to keep the team aggressive without letting the moment get too big.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get
And the rush gets home, knocks them backwards. Exactly what we needed after they started building some momentum.
They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
back to throw. It's Bachmeyer.
They end up recovering. Bachmeyer throws a dot and finishes the drive anyway. Good coverage, strong catch, and now we have ourselves a real game. We knew a top 10 team was going to answer. The question is whether our offense stays composed.
From the gun, wants to pass.
And after dropping that last pass, he snags a catch across the middle, get us a little bit closer, and we're going to go for it on 4th down. Running the RPO, we keep it with the quarterback, and Eisen has to make a move with his feet.
He's going to take off. He's
Able to keep the drive alive again. Sometimes the best play is just not forcing the throw, just take the yardage and move on. The quick game is working for us. BYU is protecting against the deep ball, so we're making them defend every short completion and tackle cleanly.
from the gun, wants
And we're really making a point to get Dandrell involved early in this game. He's going to be a big factor for us.
You're creating enough separation to create a positive game.
the quick out. To the air.
Another quick slant route, able to pick up a 1st down.
Got his man. They'll spot the ball. The sticks through the air
Then after that, the drive slows down a lot for us.
The run from the shotgun. He's brought down
In your scoring area, but nice
Still
job
got a chance to add some points right before half, and in a game like this, every possession matters.
halftime, and we will now
We
check
take the
in
3
with
points, extend the lead out. I wanted 7, but against a ranked opponent, you do not come away empty if you can help it. At halftime, Coach Momentum's message has to be about finishing. We already proved we can play with them. Now prove we can close the game out. Come out with a nice cushion, a 10-point lead in half, but we don't want to get too comfortable, get too complacent, and let them come back. You know, college is a game of runs, and anything's possible. At half, we're sitting at 154 passing yards, 48 rushing yards, 6.3 yards per play, and 7 minutes on the time of possession compared to their 2 minutes. We were doing great keeping possessions and holding on to the ball.
this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many.
And here we go, starting the second half with bad habits, missing tackles.
Create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
Defense comes out, creating some pressure. We're able to force a fumble, and we got to get on that ball. They're able to scoop with their linemen, get up to a first down.
But not only, and the timeout is gone. Gonna run it. It's Martin.
3rd and long, we don't want to give them too much time in the pocket, so we tried to send some people back there, and we're able to get the sack. And that's Danny Jabera. I think he's averaging a sack a game. Pretty much leading us in our sack, our defensive line leader right now.
Gets the back moving. Out of the gun. The running back has
And then after that punt, our offense can't really turn every stop into points, so we're forced right back into a punt for them. And BYU still has time to make this uncomfortable for us.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team
Whole offense at your disposal.
to the air. It's Bachmeyer. This time he's got his man. Oh, and
The Cougars move the ball, but the defense keeps the damage under control. No explosive touchdowns at the moment, and no sudden momentum swings.
he took a
We were able to get that stop right there on 3rd down, forced them into taking 3.
sea of no. First play of the drive wants to throw.
Eisen goes back to the short passing game. Right now, we don't need a miracle play. We just need first downs and a defense that has to stay on the field.
There's a crease. Across the 50. Wants to throw on
It was about time to get Danny Urban involved as a receiver, and that's one of the easiest ways to beat pressure. Give him space and let him make the first defender try to miss.
running back looking for room. First here.
Quick RPO to get the first down and a big hit to our running back. This drive is going to carry us out to the 4th quarter, and BYU's ranking is officially under pressure. These last few minutes are where good teams either respond or fold.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football.
And this is one of our best passing performances so far. A lot of touches from everybody right now.
Despite some serious arm strength shown on the shoulders of the kicker.
After slowing our drive down, we decide to stick with the 3 points, make it a 2-possession lead for us.
That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the back. And that
The defense starts the 4th with another sack. Our front line is playing its best football right now. 4th quarter, so we know BYU is obviously in passing situations. Let's just bring some pressure, crowd every throwing window.
and on 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
They try to go over the top on 3rd and long. We're able to break it up, swat that out.
On 4th down, looking to
4th down. Try to go over the top again. Pass hits the ground, and HB University takes over with a short field. That was a massive stop for us.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The handoff, keep working on that.
Really no need to overthink it.
Charges across.
Give Danny Urban the ball, let the line go forward, and turn the defensive stop into points.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position.
And that's just great football.
Far to go.
Defense created the opportunity. Offense immediately cashes in.
They didn't have a whole lot of
BYU knows
them when they took
they have to speed everything up now. That means more throws, more chances for pressure, and more opportunities for our secondary.
And those are frustrating because
They've got to play with a little bit more urgency urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. And
We sent some pressure. They're able to escape, get a pass off over the top. We cannot give those up. We got to make them use some clock, snap the ball again quick. And we're able to get into the backfield and get another sack. Right on time, right before the 2-minute warning. But then we get hit with a missed tackle again, running over us. They get a couple passes, start moving the ball, but we cannot give up a touchdown right now. And Alex Kiernan reads it the whole way, AK-49. Interception, big return. The defense delivers another game-changing play. Our linebackers have been carrying our interceptions. And this is exactly the growth I wanted to see. Week 0, the defense almost cost us the game. Today, they're helping control it.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead.
Firmly in control of this game. We'll see.
Coach Momentum keeps the offense focused and simple. No careless throws, no chasing highlights. Just protect the football, make BYU stop the RPO. Danny Urban is so dangerous in space. If he gets any one-on-one opportunities, open field, most likely he's getting past you. Eisen decides to keep it himself, walks into the end zone. Quarterback run has punished both defenses in this game, but it looked like ours has a slight advantage.
But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make.
This is what a complete team performance looked like. Offense, defense, and coaching, all feeding off each other. Under a minute yet, BYU keeps throwing the ball. Now the defense can just try to keep everything in front. About 20 seconds left. BYU is able to escape some pressure, get down into the red zone, but it's pretty much over at this point. And they want to keep playing, so right across the middle, the big hit to end the game. And we take down the ranked opponent. Coach Momentum just made his biggest statement yet. HB University didn't just simply survive its first ranked test. We controlled the game when it mattered. The offense started fast, the defense kept getting stronger, and BYU never got the explosive run it needed to take control. Eisen managed the offense, made plays with his legs and protected the football. Danny Urban kept giving us a physical presence on the ground, and Dan Jarrell made it hard for the defenders to stop him in open space. But the defense deserved the biggest credit today. Pressure off the edge, stops on 4th down, and Alex Kiernan with the interception that shut down that comeback attempt. 234 passing yards, 65%, 2 touchdowns for Kane Eisen, leading into the air on offense. Danny Urban with 15 attempts, 62 yards, 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 broken tackle. Kane Eisen also had 22 yards on the ground and a touchdown. But Dan Jarrell with those 7 receptions, 93 yards. We had Dunkel, he had that 1 touchdown for us. And then Kendricks also had a touchdown for us. Our 3-headed monster on defense, Kiernan, Cush, and Everett, all led us in tackles, 9, 8, and 7 respectively. Jake Tobias leading us to sacks, 1.5, followed by a sack by Kamara. And the defense really put on a show today. Three games into Coach Mo Momentum's era, HB University is still undefeated. We had 2 rivalry wins and now a top 10 win on the resume. The custom Pac-12 is getting closer, and this team is building confidence fast. Let me know what adjustments you still want to see, like the video, subscribe to HB Gaming, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.